you can offer to do it, but expect them to have a coughing fit. But it's like one of the good ones where like it gets it out. So as long as there's communication, it's totally fine.
Should have done that after COVID.
Yeah, totally. So for Tipotment, I always like to start down at the hips. So when I do the leg Tipotment, I like to start here as well. It's just because it's typically more muscle and tissue, so it's less invasive, I guess, to start here. So another place where you don't want to do really deep is over the kidneys. So the kidneys don't have any, there's no spine, or not spine, ribs here to protect them. So when you come here, you're gonna do more of like an open palm. And then once you get back to the ribs, you can go back to the karate chop or this. I'm not going crazy deep because I feel like your back might spasm.
Probably. It's pissed.
You got some stuff in there.
I do. We all probably have tight backs, honestly.
Yeah, well, especially in this area. The other people who get really tight backs in this area, golfers.
Oh my dad.
It's crazy. Golfers are like, you can tell.
What about tennis players?
You know, they're usually more in this stance, whereas golfers are this.
Gotcha.
And they're literally using this muscle right here. I'm trying to think of what else you would see it. Sometimes when people shovel snow, they can get really tight right here as well. Yeah.
I see a lot of like people working at daycares picking up toys and stuff throughout the day. Just that consistent bending down, picking up, bending down, picking up.
Yeah, that's gonna be more the QL
Oh, okay.
down here. Golf is just a unique one where they're like kind of bent, but not bent. It's like they're bent here instead of here. And so when they're like this, and then the swing and their hip and everything, it's like a whole thing. It's crazy. So, so with your Tipotment, you could go here. You can do the pecking if they like it. And then you can come to the other side. I know this other side you can tell it's like, me next. Do me.
Yeah, it feels a lot different.
It's really tight. I don't even want to do Tipotment because I'm like, I think I'm just gonna make it upset. So kind of weak Tipotment I'm doing right now, just because her other side isn't as loose. And out here, sometimes the pecking feels good. You could do slapping if you want. I'm not gonna. And then effleurage.
That's what Michael told me.
Did he?
Yeah, he didn't have time to work on it very long though. Thank you.
I had a feeling that was gonna come. I was like, this side is like me.
No. Did it kick you off?
No, she just adjusted again. Her spine is a little out of alignment, so yeah. A lot of ours are. You know, sometimes just this first move, like this, you'll hear pop, 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 pop as you go up. So, is there anything you guys want to see again? It's just gonna do a little bit on this side. just so she's a little bit more even. You're gonna be trading with someone, so someone else can get this side better. What?
I was just gonna say, if I can get some of my coworkers in here, the phlebotomists, they're probably gonna have some similar stuff to the golfer like stance you were talking about, because you're standing like this hunched over arms all day.
Yeah, you'll see even hairstylists and stuff, but where they actually are feeling it more is in their like rotator cuff. Like this stuff is so tight, and anyone who has to work with their arms, and then their neck because they're down like this. Yeah, people who look through microscopes and stuff like that too. I'm gonna just do a light pass here. Let me know if it's too much.
So far, it's fine.
Okay. And you'll notice I like to pin at the hip a lot. It's almost like a stretch on top of friction.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that way you're like really getting the muscle. You can pin too hard down here though. Does it feel okay?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes people put way too much pressure when they pin down here and it hurts. Cause I'm really sensitive in my SI joint, my hips.
I'm sensitive to my lower back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, lots of people tend to be. So that's why